What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, we have a lovely video today. Shout out to that brother 4D shame app. Sham app. Listen, if I butchered the name, brother, my apologies. But shout out to that brother, and he made a lovely video. I had to make a video on this video. Sorry, make a reaction on this video, but I didn't get the time to really do it. So now I'm gonna take the advantage and do it. So basically, this young brother is explaining, basically how they're, pedos in the society. And he's not talking about, men, but he's talking about women, how women do it and how they get away with it. And society accepts it. But if a man do it, he's shamed and he's looked down upon if he, would want the younger women. And, basically we just breaking it down, talking about it, and we'll react to it and get into it. And I'll give you my 2 cents. Uh, yeah, let's get into it. Shout out to everybody that been watching the video. Shout out to you. May your Father bless you. May you have a lovely day, a lovely rest of your life. And I wish you the best. Let's get into it. Enough of me talking.
Strip club is where we going, bro. This guy crazy. Yeah.
What you just saw is a bunch of groupies following LeBron trying to get him to slip up. And luckily, he's not new to this. He's true to this. You feel me? He's an OG. He's a vet. He went down the escalator that was going up. Hey, G move. But I want you to imagine this. Imagine you're a 20-year-old NBA rookie. You just got drafted. You got millions in the bank account. You're playing in the league with some of the guys you looked up to growing up. Life is golden. But what you don't realize is that everyone is eyeing your success and your wallet. And no, I'm not talking about your agent or those newfound family members that just started coming around in the last couple of months. I'm talking about the gold diggers. You see, when most people think about predators, they think about these older men who are sometimes wealthy, they tend to be creepy, going after these younger women. But what we're here to talk about today is a predator that most people don't see coming. The older female predators who prey on young successful men. And look, before I get started with this video, I have nothing against legal age gap relationships. If you guys are both consenting adults, you can love whoever you want. But today we're here to expose these older women who've taken advantage of these young successful men and use them for their money. Meet 39-year-old Drea Michelle. This dude you see right here is her 22-year-old son, Nico. And you see what they're doing in this clip is sitting courtside in Drea Michelle's 22-year-old NBA boyfriend Jalen Green's game. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't imagine someone who's not only the same age group as me, but the same exact age as me being in the father figure role in my life.
Yeah, I don't know. Like we gotta run the ones because of that. Ain't no way mom gonna have somebody the same age as me. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be going back and forth. We gonna be, throwing hands every day. Until somebody leave. You know what I'm saying? It's not over here, buddy. Sorry.
That's just insane, I ain't gonna lie. But that's a topic for another video. You see, my issue with these couples that have these huge age gaps is you question whether or not the love is genuine. Because I'm a strong believer that to even get to the point where you love someone, you gotta have that initial interest. And no, I'm not talking about interest on a physical level because you see people who you find attractive every single day. I'm talking about genuinely having things in common. For example, hobbies, activities, aspirations. What could this young man in his early 20s have in common with this significantly older mother, especially when it's a mother that has a son the same age as him? I mean, just look at this insane story post she made. I don't want to figure it out on my own. I want to call my man. Y'all is crazy. Excuse me 1 sec. Call Jalen. Brief intermission. I'm trying to get to 100K subs, so I'd appreciate if you like, comment, subscribe on this channel and on my reaction channel, 40 Shams Live. Also, join my Discord and follow me on Instagram. Love y'all. You're the seasoned adult here. You're 39 years old. He should be calling you. I'm genuinely wondering how she didn't cringe enough to just not write that statement. How does she shift her brain so she doesn't feel like she's addressing her son when she's talking to him? And it's just hard to imagine that a dude in his late teens, early 20s has that much in common with an older lady. And that's the thing that makes me question, okay, is this an organic relationship or is there some sort of ulterior motive behind it? Because there are legit.
You have to understand a lot of these, celebrities, the relationship they have, it's staged, right? So they put it in front of you to sell you a dream, sell you hope. Not that everything is perfect when a relationship in itself is not perfect, right? They'll show you that the love they have for each other is so genuine when in actuality it is never like that, right? Because you have to teach somebody how to love you, right? Let's say you meet a young lady, you don't know how to love that young lady. You might think you love that young lady, but she has to teach you how to love her just the same way you have to teach her how to love you, right? And people just throw love out there as just like it's so fragile, like it's just something you just say. A lot of people say it, but a lot of people don't truly mean. A lot of them don't mean when they say, "Well, I love you." They don't know what that is. And the reason why I just don't say I love you to anybody is because when I say I love you, I mean it. Like I mean it. I care for you genuinely, no matter what it is, no matter what situation you're in. I genuinely care for you from the bottom of my heart. I don't tell too much people I love them. Right? My mom and grandma, that's it. And my girl, that's it. That's what it is. I'm not telling like random people I love them, right? Or people I my brothers for a long time, the bros for a long time. That's the only people I could say genuinely say I love you because I care for them in such a way. I would do things for them that I wouldn't do for other people. So when people say they love each other, right, and they present it to you on such a broad scale, right, and they propagate it to you and feel, oh, that's real love. That's not real love a lot of the times, right? It just staged in a way for so you could believe it, so you could believe that it is so real and there is something out there like that. But in actuality, it is not like that at all, right? So that's what it is. Let's continue.
Women out there who have made it their profession to finesse, swindle these men out of their money. And look, again, I'm not trying to be the relationship police. I have nothing against age gap relationships. But the consequences when these relationships go wrong are huge on the young man. Because there's always the possibility that you might have a child with the lady, and now you have to deal with child support, which can cost like 6 figures a month if you have that type of money. Or let's say, for example, this athlete happens to marry the lady and he doesn't sign a prenup, which that isn't even crazy to think because a lot of these young guys are head over heels over these ladies because they're so good at manipulating these men. So now imagine.
But and that's the thing I don't think a lot of people understand. When you get married, when you sign these papers, you bring in the government in your relationship, right? When you sign these papers, right, and then you get married, like what everybody doing, you're basically giving the government like a part of your relationship, like basically ownership of your relationship almost. Because if the woman decide to leave, then she can leave with everything. But a lot of people don't understand, you coiling with a woman, that is marriage, right? Coiling with a woman is marriage. It's not you buying a big fat ring for 10 grand and, you know, signing papers that the government said you have to sign. When you lay down with a woman, right, and you coil with her, that's what marriage is. Because you cannot connect and be one when you sign a paper and you putting a ring on a woman's finger. That doesn't mean nothing. See, people have such a false idea of what being one is, right? Intercourse. When you're having intercourse, you're one with somebody. That's how you truly connect, right? The woman have the placeholder for what the man has, right? That's how you connect. And it's deeper than the physical, right? So that's how you truly connect with a woman, and that's how a woman truly connect with a man, right? So putting a ring on a woman's finger is not that's not true marriage. That's just you putting a ring on a finger. But true marriage is when when you come down, when you come together and you call with a woman. That's how you truly connect and become one. And she become one with you, you become one with her. That's what that is. I just feel like people have such a false reality of what, becoming one is. Right.
Imagine this young dude marries this older lady, and down the line, he sees all the red flags that he didn't see before as he grows and matures. and now they get a divorce. Now she's walking off with millions of his money. There's literally a study that shows that professional athletes lose 60% of their earnings within 5 years of retirement, and these bad relationships play a huge role in that. And look, I will say that she's completely changed her life around now, but one of the people who was known for this type of behavior was Brittany Renner. I mean, she was so known for it in the past that Deion Sanders had her come and talk to his football players.
So my name is Brittany Renner, aka Bundle of Brittany on Instagram. I have been on social media for almost...
Joke ain't took notes all year, but now you want to take And that's how the game starts, with the phone.
Right.
They're going on Instagram, and they see you. Take us on the journey of how this is played out.
I mean, honey, like, I feel like my DMs, it's like a Nike store. There's nothing but checks. So it just, for me, I feel like...
Hold on. They missed that game.
I'm talking heavy
Verified.
hitters. Some of y'all's favorite rappers, NBA players, football players. It's like, to me, once you reach...
You see, the woman has realized that she can take advantage of the weak man. A man is weak-minded. A man is driven by his money. A man is driven by his lust. A man is driven by how he feels. Now, this young lady has realized, well, I can take advantage of it. Because he hasn't realized who he truly is. So due to the fact he doesn't realize who he is, I will take advantage of it. Yes, and I don't blame the woman if she do take advantage of it. Because a lot of y'all are foolish and out of control. So when a woman take advantage of you, I don't feel sorry for you. Right? Because you focus on the wrong things. You focus on how pretty she look, how good that ass look, how good her breasts look, how good her face look, how nice her hair is, right? The nice curves on, right? All that is good, but where is the woman mental? Where is her head at? Is she mentally stable? Because a lot of them are not. They look pretty, but they're a headache, right? So she can look good, but does that mean she's a good person? Does that mean she have a good heart? Does that mean she's genuine? Because a lot of them are not genuine, right? A lot of them are just only there to take because all you do is give, right? So if the woman take advantage of you, that is not her fault. You gave her the access to take advantage of you. So therefore I cannot feel sorry. And Brittany Renner used that as an advantage to make a name for herself. Will I blame her? No. She take advantage because the men gave her access to take advantage. So therefore, I can't even say she's a terrible woman. She displayed it smart because a lot of them boys are dumbasses. I don't blame her at all.
that level just of popularity, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want. If you play a sport, it's kind of like, well, that's an incentive to talk to you. A lot of times, women, men in general, everybody wants something.
Thank you.
Everybody wants something. So it's like, even if we both have our own thing going on, me still being with you is a good look because you boost my stock. To be able to decipher who really loves you for you, I think that's like the billion-dollar question we're all wanting to know.
And you see, the crazy thing about these type of situations is that there's a huge double standard. For example, just a couple days ago, a 22-year-old man was ambushed and beaten for linking up with an 18-year-old girl.
Police here telling me that a group of students used the Tinder dating app to lure a man to campus so he could meet up with a teenage girl.
Okay, I don't even think you can be on Tinder if you're not 18, so technically he didn't do anything to break the law, even though that age gap is a little weird.
And once he showed up, he was allegedly beaten up by this group of students, even though police say he did nothing wrong.
And this is a huge side note, and I'm by no means trying to support predators, but for people who try to catch predators, please don't try to do some vigilante work where you're doing all the investigation by yourself and whatnot. Do it the legal way. Because when you get to the point where you actually want to put the guy in jail, the police might not be able to put him in jail because of the way you obtained the evidence. All that's gonna do is put the predator on alert, and now he's gonna be moving even sneakier and he's gonna be harder to catch. But back to the conversation of double standards. See, I know someone's gonna come in my comments and say that men do the same thing all the time, they're just not necessarily after the money. And look, I totally agree, but see, the difference is when the man is the older partner in an age gap relationship, the man is usually more successful and has a lot more clout. For example, Jeff Bezos and his ex-wife. After they divorced, she became a billionaire. And there's numerous occasions of stuff like this happening where a woman marries a wealthy man and then after they divorce, she runs off with his wealth. Which again, I'm not trying to justify anything here, but I'm just saying it's usually worse for the dudes. I think that might be the reason why Leonardo DiCaprio hasn't gotten married to this point. Dude just keeps dating models that are 25 years old and younger and lives his life. And I also gotta talk about how different men and women are treated in these type of situations. A perfect example is Zoe Kravitz. After the situation went down with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, she made a couple of posts online that threw shade at the Smith family. So basically people started digging up old comments that Zoe Kravitz had made about Jaden Smith.
We'll be really passionate. Jaden! Sorry.
Great! Perfect!
You made
I've been
it.
looking for you for the past forever.
I dragged him out tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Literally dragged you? This is my date.
Oh my gosh, I've been looking for you for 45 minutes
Don't leave.
casually.
I wanna, hey, just don't
Okay,
leave.
yes,
Don't leave.
I'm-
Hang on. Tell her how amazing she looks. Tell me how.
You look like something that you would find in like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
That's
Like,
right, that's
wow.
why I keep him around. Don't leave.
Oh
Sorry,
my
that's like my
God.
love of my life.
What did he say you look like? He
Willy
said
Wonka. It's something in Willy Wonka. That's what like a 16-year-old says to you as a compliment. It's great. What was I saying? I don't
he's
know
your
what I was
date for
saying.
tonight.
Yes, I dragged him out. I texted him and I said you have to come, so he did. I love him.
And see, I think it's great that they called her out about it, but how come they didn't call her out about it when it first happened? They only called her out about it when she got in the midst of this altercation between Will Smith and Chris Rock. So something huge had to happen just to call attention to something that was obviously wrong. Now, don't get me wrong, there are situations in these age gap relationships where the lady isn't gold digging, obviously. A great example is the Ball brothers, for example, Mellow Ball and Jello Ball, where both of them are in a relationship with an older lady who has her own money. Plus, LeVar Ball approves of their relationship, so I'm sure they got nothing to worry about.
Jello, Nikki.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love her. This is the only one that got her own spot in Beverly Hills. Everybody thinking she a gold digger and got a youngster. No, he said these other girls I'm dealing with have no sense. Everybody talking all this stuff. She business fine. Her family like that.
Right.
Her mom talk business. And they talk business to Jello about business. So this is the part I like. She had a Lamborghini Urus. She driving that, the baby seat in the back. She says it's too small. I got to get another ride. I think I'm gonna get that Cullinan.
Yeah.
Rolls Royce
Rolls
Cullinan.
Royce, yeah.
2 weeks later, she get that. Not using my son's money, using her money.
Her own money.
The woman that Mello has, Anna, like her, love her. Anna is like, everybody's stuck on that thing like, oh, she's so old, he's so young. She a woman. These other girls is pushing buttons to make these basketball players go crazy, and now they beating them and strangling them and all that, and they losing their whole career. He always played up 6 and 7 years, so he a little more older than what he is. So of course he not gonna pick the girlfriend type from high school. He gonna try gravitate to a woman.
If you know LeVar Ball, you know how much he cares about his sons, how much he's invested in them, and just how intelligent he is. So he would never go for anything like that. So to my fellow young successful dudes, if you find a woman like this who has things going for herself and you can tell genuinely cares about you, and the people whose opinions you value in your life also approve of her, yeah, go ahead and do it. But otherwise, please don't be another cautionary tale. If you made it this far, I appreciate you so much for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications for me. And if you want to join the 4D fam and be a part,
You know, we could learn a lot from this, this video. It's so important, I feel like this young brother, he spoke about a lot of things that a lot of people wouldn't speak about in society. So I feel like that was very important that he actually brought a lot of these things up. Like I said, I gave my 2 cents on it, and what he said is so real, and that's my thing, in society now, like they let women get a lot of way, you get away with a lot of stuff, a lot of things, a lot of so it's like now it's just like they can do whatever they want, and there's no consequences to it unless if we hold them accountable for it. That's the only way we'll truly see a difference, right? But let's see if there will really truly be a change. But if you want change, you must put some action into it. That's the only way you'll see some change. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace and love to you. Take care. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely night. Have a lovely life. Peace.